Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I might be in trouble. I don't know if you can tell, but her mouth is open. She is like, what is going on? Let's see this here. Hi, honey.
Hi.
Did you enjoy your shopping trip?
Didn't get anything.
Really?
What are you doing?
Cleaning out the garage.
You're reorganizing your little plastic ones.
They're not my little plastic stuff. They're special.
But just like you like to organize your little whatever they are, you can organize the garage.
But honey, I know where everything's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. Love you, babe. So this is the second box. This is another box I have in the boat that I use. Most of it's modern and not old school, but in case I need it, it's there. That's the first box, and that's the 2-day boxes over there. All right, this is the beavers, or those style baits. So the chigger bug, I got several of those, different colors. The biffle bug, I got a couple beavers like the rodent and reaction innovations beavers. Don't have many of those, but that's the beavers. Then we have the trick worms. Trick worms, modern stuff, except for, you got the zoom, okay, hog collar, the original hog collar, big old floating worm. They're the floating worms, not necessarily trick worms. Look at that. Isn't that cool? This is an old school floating worm, a gambler. Old gambler. Ouch. Little fish. He about spined me. See that bone? Man, ouchie. He's a little one. I forgot to kiss him. Very old school worm, but a good one. That's how old that bag is. Oh, it's a hog collar. Yeah, look at that. That's an old bag. I'm trying to use them up. Anyway, that's packaging is done. I mean, it's gambler. This is some kind of a, I don't think it's a methylate because that's that color. This is some kind of bright orange. And a Berkeley power bait. V&M, that worm. That's my trick worm bag. The finesse bag here. The finesse bag, nothing, all the zoom finesse worms obviously they still make, except this. I mean, it's old, it's lost its luster. See how pale that is? This is cotton candy. I used to fish this all the time at Smith Mountain Lake. And then I stopped. And I'm not there anymore. But anyway, cotton candy. I have to see how they like that up here. Oh man, I can't get the bag closed again. This is, some of the stuff is so old. Power bait, finesse worm. Here's your missile. Those are those little crawdad things. What are they called? Fuse 4.4. Alright, I got different colors of those. And then here's your true tungsten thing again. Now this one is a finesse. The other one was a trick worm size. This is a finesse size. Yeah, it's weighted in the head. You can kind of see it. But anyway, definitely use those. All right. And then here's your Strike King. This is like the Z-Man stuff, that the Elastec. By the way, don't let these plastics get stored with other plastics. They'll ruin them. So that's your finesse. That's in the boat in case I need it. All right, here's the Senkos. This is old Senko. I think this is Yamamoto. This is big one, 7-8 inches. This is clear, I don't know what this is. Got it somewhere. Here's the Yum something or other. It's got the fishtail on the end of it. Bass Pro Shops, Senko style baits, Deep Creek lures, Charlie's Worms, Yamamoto, and watch this. These are the smaller ones. What size is this? Can't tell what size it is. Anyway, that's a small little Senko, and this is the precursor to the Ned rig. Little teeny tiny ones. Precursor to the Ned rig. I've had these a long time. That's the Senko bag. Drop shots. Drop shot bag. Ooh, can't get down on that knee. Still. All right. I moved that fluke bag over. So we have some real small flukes, robo worms, and there's that other ribbon worm that I talked about earlier. A really cool worm. And then here are these things. I don't know what these are called. Reapers, I think. No, that's a robo worm. That's a robo worm deal. Look how little that thing is. Man, I wish I could remember I had these. I really use them sometimes. Tough tournaments. These things, I think, are called reapers. Got them years and years ago. Went to a seminar. No, those are robo worms. That's another robo worm. Went to a Don Iovano, however you say his name. I think he's passed now. But anyway, convinced me to buy a bunch of these. And I did. Have I used them? No. I wonder if that's like the Berkeley flatworm. The whole tail's flat. But anyway, got a whole bag of those. I got them in this color. Got them in this color and this color here. This has some purple in it, I think. Look at the salt. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta use these on the river. Just for fun. I bet they'll be great for numbers of fish. Alright. Drop shot bag. Alright, now I have another bag that is for trailers. That's for spinnerbaits, jigs, or maybe just grubs. This is the old split tail Zoom makes. Fat Alberts. This is your Gary Yamamoto single tail grub. The Konami single tail grub, same thing. Yamamoto single tail. No, that's twin tail. That's a twin tail. Zoom twin tail. Yamamoto, just different colors. But I think Konami Baits is out of business now. So some of these are real old, as you can tell. I've just had them a long time. Also in the trailer bag, I have the hog collar. Those are twin tails, and I have this, like a culprit, long worm. It's a 6-inch that kind of bite off the head and make it as a spinnerbait trailer. So those are trailers. Number next, jig trailers. Now I love a jig, my favorite bait. That and a buzz bait. So we got the speed crawls. Now remember, in my daily box, I have those in there in the second compartment, but I also have a bunch of them in my big box in case I need them or run out or have need a different color. But here are all kinds of different Zoom products. You got these salty chunks, the big salty chunks. I like the sapphire blue when the sun's shining, and stained water or tannic water. White is a gambler something, a burner crawl. Charlie's Worms is crawdad, and you got the pocket crawl and the baby pocket crawl. So those are the jig trailers. Now, some of this stuff we got old school mixed in, but this is some of the daily use stuff. I need to make room here. All right, this is, I'm gonna go this way. I'll put this down here. This is my swimming flukes. I started doing this before the Alabama rig, but you know, and then swim baits became really popular. But there's the Houdini, and of course these I'll use from time to time. I just like the Context better. They just have better action. These are old. I mean, I've had these so long. How much time to get out? They turn color. I mean, some of them have gotten dark. Do I want to throw them away? No, I don't want to throw them away. But I wouldn't mind legitimately using that. So those are the different swimming flukes. And listen, I don't buy them now, you know. I don't buy them now because I buy the Kitex. Well, let's look at what's left over for the Kitex. Now, I haven't really bought any since I've been down here. But, ooh, at Smith Mountain, I buy them all the time and use them all the time. I'll try to remember to post a couple videos that you can see where I caught them at. But lots of Kitex stuff. Well, used to be, that bag used to be full. So, and none of this is old school stuff, but this is just, some guys might be interested. I don't know. Love the Kitex. So that's just what I have left over. Don't use them a lot down here because the water's pretty stained. Not saying you can't catch them, but, and I have, but that's what's left over of the Kitex. Now, still sticking with the swim bait theme, I got the Bass Pro Shops. Got one green pumpkin, bluegill looking bait. I got the Magic Swimmer, and I have some more of these speed shads. Now, let me just say something here. It's been my experience that these do not have as much action. I'm not sure about the Rage Swimmer because I don't know if they're all in there. I don't know if I've ever, no, there's one out, two out. I can't remember how they work, but these things, they don't swim as good, but they're more durable. So I like them on a spinner bait or maybe the back of a buzz bait, something like that. But by itself on lead head, much rather use the Kitex. Now, still sticking with the swim bait. You know what? I'm really embarrassed here. Need to wash that bag. All right. So, what do we have in here? Oh my! This is a top shelf. Check this out. I've used this a few times. It's turned color now. Look at that. That's a old bait. I don't know if they, I'm sure they make them. Oh, here it is. Yeah, here's the same thing. Optimum baits. Can't say I've caught anything off of them. I mean, I don't know if I've really thrown them enough. I'm not sure exactly what that is. That's when I was experimenting with putting that tube through the middle and a rivet and a treble hook. Shadowlicious. Alright, definitely like those on a big beast hook. Here's a dirty. Oh, I remember these packages. So these Lake Fork packages, I love these things. Bad news is the back of these things are paper, cardboard. So they start falling apart. And so what I did is I put these things in a plastic bag. I'm going to get a smaller, cleaner plastic bag. I don't know if I want to put that one in there. I think I'll just throw that one away. I think I can afford to do that, don't you? This is the old Skeet Reese Sick Fish. I don't know if I've ever caught anything on that. But anyway, those are the bigger swim baits. And I haven't gotten into the big swim bait craze. I mean, I know I need to. I'm down here at Santee Cooper. And I want to, but I don't know. You tell me. Maybe I should get rid of some of this stuff first. You know, bigger chance, much more of a chance of catching a big old 8-pounder. Yeah, I'll probably be buying some big swim baits soon. It's an addiction. Absolutely, I admit it. Here's some more drop shot. Here's my drop shot box I don't use much. So I got Red Dawn. You'll see these. I'm not sure how this happens, but inside you'll see these water droplets. Got different colors. Got 4 or 5 colors that I like. And speaking of boxes, so many people you'll see on YouTube and the pros, they'll have a box with all kinds of plastics, but the least little moisture that gets in there makes the plastics bubble up. And it's in my mind, it doesn't look as natural, and I don't like to fish with them like that. That's number one. Number two, if you know you're gonna go through a bunch of them and consistent like I should, like speed craws, you know, certain trick worms, things like that. I mean, I could probably do that. That'd be fine. But this is just easier. Just grab the bag and go. Not to worry about them pouring down a rainstorm when you gotta change stuff. You don't have to worry about it. All right, now finally, let's get to the old school stuff. All right, what we have in the first box? This. Oh, so you know, we used to go to Canada every year for about 2 years. For 2 weeks. And we would fish for smallmouth on unpressured lakes, like private lakes. And I would use these things. Remember the old FLW skirted grub? Look at that. The old skirted grub. Look at that. Put that on a lead head, shaky head, I don't know, Ned head. What do you think? I think that would catch some fish. I don't know about that color. Why not? In good clear water. Same thing, same color. I must have liked that color. Well, I haven't used these things in years. And you know, I came across this when we were moving. I won't sit down. Oh, what do we have here? This is a Helsinki. I don't know what this is. Oh, I know what it is. There's a guy down at Bugs Island that makes them. It's a Helgamite. And you can pinch off the tail and use it as a jig trailer and just use that tail as a leech. Or the whole thing. Buddy Hayes, I think it's his name. Buddy Hayes, does that ring a bell? Can't remember. He's a crappie god, I think. Anyway, cool. Forgot I had those. That's old. I mean, that's years and years. All right, there's another Yum. Same thing. So, yeah, so all these are these little grubs, skirted grubs. Gary Yamamoto, that's old. I'm sure they make them still. He's an old gambler. Same thing. Oh, check this color out. It's black with gold. I remember you put some chartreuse on that. It was really cool in the water. And same thing here. Arky Jeff's salty crawling grubs. Anyway, all right, let me organize that. Number next that we have in the old school category. These ring fries, I think. Same thing, Lake Fork, baby ring fry. If I remember right, I used to Carolina rig these things. Isn't it funny how you use baits and you don't use them anymore? Same thing, 4-inch. And there's the chartreuse pepper centipede. from Zoom. That's not old school. I just don't use them for some reason. Same thing. Maybe that'd be the response. Same thing. Green pumpkin. Another Lake Fort. Man, why do I have so many of these? Wow. Remember Ike and Nelly doing some nail weights or something in these things? Anyway, man, that's definitely old school. You know, they still make them, but I wonder how many people still throw them. Centipedes and ringworms. Number next. Lizards. Now see, remember, I have lizards way over there. But here's the box of them. Alright, nothing old school there. Here's old school. What is this? ProStar? ProStar. It's a lizard. Oh, laminated watermelon white. There's a red one. Haven't used that forever. There's your like Elastec type material from Zoom. Oh, there's that big 100 pack I was talking about. So I have more left than what I thought. I'll never use them all. Alright. There we go. Cotton candy. Old cotton candy. Don't look like cotton candy anymore. So those are the old lizards. Alright. This is finesse. These are finesse worms. Or small worms. Old Gambler. That's a 6-inch icicle. Man, that'll catch fish. Just like a trick worm, I would imagine. This is a Renegade. I think Walmart carry that brand. What is that? It's like a green pumpkin with a pink tail. God, I wish I knew that during the spawn. U-tail cotton candy that's not really cotton candy anymore. There's another Renegade. Twirl tail. Cotton candy, green watermelon seed. There you go. Oh, there's the old dead ringer green pumpkin. You know what? I might want to move this over one. I want to move this over to the. Where is my river worms? There we go. Putting it on in the river worm pile. Because I'll probably use that one. I can't put them all in there, but this finesse. We'll see how the other ones go. It'll take me forever to get rid of those. That's that Elastec motor oil culprit worm. Finesse. Alright. So these weren't really old school except for those Renegades. Interesting. Alright. I'm running out of room. Alright. Let's see what this packet is. I don't have these really labeled. These are craws. All kinds of craws. That's a old power bait. You know, a friend of mine, my best friend, when his kids were little, I'd give him some of these packages just to get rid of them, to play with. And they played with them in the bathtub when they were taking a bath. But they're grown now. I don't have anybody to give these to. Well, I got plenty of people I could give them to if they wanted. Look at this. That's a Stren Classic Special. Some kind of a craw. Power bait. I'm sure they still make that, I would think. 4-inch power car. Black neon chartreuse. Check that out. Power bait. Craw. What kind of a tube? Some kind of a tube with crawls on it. Stren, another Classic Special. Oh, look at this. It's an old power bait, 4-inch power crawl. Riverside. There's a kind of a translucent type crawl. I don't know where that came from. And there's the old Kalen's tube crawl. Oh, this was pretty cool. I remember this. It's a tube. See, it's hollow inside. I guess you can put rattles or something in there. You know, put it on the bed with some aspirin or Alka-Seltzer so it bubbles. Anyway, pretty cool. Don't see that anymore, I don't think. Alright, next, I'm not going to break these open. These are Salt Willie. Look at this. Salt Willie's Bass and Baits. He still makes these, and they're awesome. I mean, they are so dipped in garlic, it's not even funny. But they're like the old B&M worm. And I got bags of this. Look how much. See this right here? See the juice? See this right here? That's garlic. Garlic sauce. When you put that in your boat, just be prepared. It's going to smell. But if fish are attracted by that, they will bite it. Believe me. I have caught them on it. For sure. So here's your storm rattletail ribbon worm. It's got the hooks in the packet, and that's weight. That's weight in there, I guess. Has a little shimmer to it. I bet I could use that. All right, that goes there. Got an old Storm. Look at this. The old Storm rattle wide-eyed split tail minnow. It's got the, see, it's got the weight in there too. Big bite baits. Oh, this is a packet of different variety. You know what? Let's put this up here. I can use this. I'll get rid of that. All right. I can use those. All right. Now let's look at what else we have in the old school box. Oh, old Real Magic. Remember these? Top Water. The Money Hound. That's soft plastic. I don't think I've ever fished it. I fished one of these, never caught anything on it. Same thing. Smaller size. Oh, here's some more. Oh, here's some tubes. There's some tubes left over. Man, they're so old. Look at that. Remember the old money minnow? No, that's part of the umbrella. When the umbrella came out, I bought that. And that's the money minnow. Oh, and this is the other. This is Z-Man. That's the pop thing, like a pop R. I bet that would catch them on the grass. Interesting. Thinking about that on the river. The bigger version of the money minnow. I might put this with my swim bait bag. Ah, check this out. I don't know if you remember this. Check it out. Alright, so what happens, you throw it out there, it's on top of the water, you jerk it. You know what? I have got to try that. Check it out again. Moto lures. I wonder if they make them anymore. I imagine the first bass comes up and smashes that thing, breaks the tail. But you know what? I'm gonna check it out. There goes that box. Alrighty. Well, let me get this out of the way and take a picture. What do you say? So when it's all said and done, oh my goodness, there's the garage. Kind of sort of full of baits, but you know what? This is absolutely nothing compared to people that are really fishing tournaments. And I just play fish. A lot of this stuff I can go through. I mean, since I've been down here, I think I bought 2 bags of June bug trick worms. I bought a couple frogs, and the Zoom horny toad, and maybe a couple packets of Cincos. And I shouldn't have bought those because I have all those right there. Unless it's a certain color that I really, really, really want. Oh, Speed Vibe Crawl. I bought that. But yeah, this should last me a long time, especially those. I mean, I could probably fish those exclusively. Salt willies. There is one that we're missing I would like to tell you about. It's it was the bungee worm. I mean, it was like a straight tail. It feathered on down to nothing, and it would curl. I think Berkeley Powerbait made it. It would curl. I got a couple fish catches on it. I only had 2 of them in the bag, but I used to love those things. But some of these baits, used to use all the time, like the U-tail worm, cotton candy finesse worm. I just don't use them anymore. I don't know why. The lizard, my goodness. I mean, the brush hog has taken over, I guess. Why is that? But anyway, don't tell your wife. Now listen, if you guys go through your stuff, make sure she's gone shopping. I'm going to go back in the house. Hopefully I won't get attacked or anything. Seriously though, some of the stuff is probably 20 years old. And, most of it they still make. God, it's a bunch of stuff though, isn't it?